As of December 4th, 2001, the beloved franchise started with a brand new era that is starting to begin. And this beloved franchise is all about Jak and Daxter. And the very first game in this franchise is Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. So we have Sentinel Beach, the waterfalls, and we have the cannon that we made, and then Precursor Orbs, which are collectibles in this game. That's what the logo looks like. And then we have the boat, which takes you to Misty Island. And then we have Rocky Village, which is the blue sage area where most power cells are. And we designed the 4 different stages in Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, and we designed the eco-colored projectiles for you all to collect, and other brand new areas like the Precursor Basin, the Boggy Swamp, and Sentinel Beach. We designed it to be more like 3D type or 2D platforming game. And we designed bosses in this game, and the Spider Cave, and Misty Island is an island out in the middle of the ocean where most things are, and we designed other characters in this very first game, like Kira, and of course we have the main ones, Jak and Daxter, and most of the areas in this game have the same collectibles. We have power cells in each area, we have scout flies in each area, and then we have precursor orbs in each area, and eco parts in each area, which we have these eco vents full of precursor orbs. You need blue eco in order to activate them. And then we also have the Lost Precursor City, in which is dark eco all the way down at the bottom, and we have a part of it that goes down and up, and we added power cells to make it way more easier for you, and some that are really hard for you all to get. And this game could lead to major development stuff and a whole lot more for all of you to discover. Volcanic Crater is the other area in Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. The bosses are Claw, which basically he throws boulders. There's an Oracle, which has 2 power cells, 1 and 2 in each eye. So there's 1 in an eye, there's another one in the eye, and you gotta collect 120 precursor orbs in order to collect them. And each area is different, and we have the flood flat that you can travel on, and we have the Agrazuma in each area, like the Fire Canyon, Lava Tube, or Mountain Pass, and the flood flat is in the Boggy Swamp area, and there's another game. Here we have the sequel to Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, and this is Jak 2 Renegade, the second game in the Jak and Daxter franchise, but this time it's way more better, way more bigger, and even way more crazier, even chaotic, even evil beings in this game, and a lot of things have changed in this sequel. There are zoomers that go up and down like you can hover, and there are these crimson guards that if you attack them, they will go after you. They have these tasers, they have weapons, and then for the very first time in Jak and Daxter history, we designed the Metalheads to be in Jak 2, the sequel, and Metalheads are taking over Haven City as soon as you progress through this game. And at the very end of this game, Metalheads are in Haven City, and then you gotta take out the king of all Metalheaders, and that is Metalcore, which he appears in the warp gate that you go through, and you go into past, and you have to fight Metalheads even crazier looking beings, and even way more scarier guns. Like the eco guns. We have the yellow gun, red gun, purple gun, and the blue gun, the red gun, and all those guns that you shoot. So the purple gun is the Peacemaker, the red gun is the scatter gun, the yellow gun is the blaster, and then we have the blue gun, which is the Vulcan Fury, which are these guns in Jak 2. We have major countless villains in here, so we have Metalcore, of course, pun intended, and then we also have Terron and other characters. Please check out another one. Check out another game. This is the final game. Jak 3, the final game in the franchise. Well, we do know that right after this is Jak X Combat Racing Game, which is just a racing game, not Jak 5. Jak 3 takes place in the Wasteland, where the Forgotten Ones, as of Spargus, appears in thin air. And at the very end of this game is a very familiar voice and a very familiar boss that basically ends the whole game. And that is Cyber Arrow. Back in Jak 2, where Arrow runs into the Dark Eco Barrels after he says, "I win, Jak." He didn't basically die when he hit the Dark Eco Barrels, but he accidentally transformed into a cybernetic eco freak, and he became one of the victims as of the Dark Eco. And basically, in this game, there are a lot of weapons in this game that are super duper deadly. Of course, we have the blaster, we have the gyro burster, we have the plasma RPG in the red, the scatter gun, the plasma RPG in the purple, we have the Peacemaker, the gravity gun, and then we have the supernova in the blue gun, we have the arc wielder, the Vulcan Fury, and there are a lot of weapons in this game you can actually mess around with. The eco guns, the brand new ones, brand new dark eco powers and light eco powers. Hello everybody, this is Zachary Powers from the Naughty Dog team, and welcome to Jak and Daxter Legends Never Die, the complete saga. And this is a brand new show that is going to be a really big video for today, and it talks about Jak and Daxter. For what you just saw there, at the very beginning of this amazing big video of Jak and Daxter, I talked about all of the three games, what are they about, and what are some sayings added in those three Jak and Daxter games, and the history of all three Jak and Daxter games. So, let's start off with me talking about what will Jak 4, the Return of God and Maya look like, and what is the story of Jak 4, the Return of God and Maya, what are the characters, how would it play out in Jak 4, the Return of God and Maya. Here is the very first concept video game of Jak 4, the Return of God and Maya, and what is the main story of this game. Well, as you can see, this story of Jak 4, the return of Gal and Maya is back at it again, and they have a brand new plan to take out Jak and Daxter once and for all. But this time around, Gal and Maya are now even stronger. They have the biggest comeback, and their brand new plan is to take all dark eco in this Jak and Daxter world and the universe, to have it all for themselves, twist it, turn it, and design it to be something way more deadlier than the previous game. And it is up to Jak and Daxter to take out Gal and Maya once again before they wreak havoc on the Jak and Daxter world. And so, let's check out another thing of concept arts of Jak 5, The Revenge of the Darkmakers. Well, as you can see, as of Jak 5, The Revenge of the Darkmakers. This is the concept art. I already showed it to you. And so far, it looks really good. And so we decided to put it into a 3D perspective. And the main aspect of the game and the enemies in this game are a little bit more stronger. And just to take the aspect of this game, Jak 5's story is a lot more darker, and as of Jak 5, The Revenge of the Darkmakers, something even more sinister is out there, and Jak and Daxter has to investigate it. And once they investigate it, then they have to take it out. And that is Jak 5, The Revenge of the Darkmakers concept art. Now, let's take a look at Jak and Daxter 6, The Forgotten Legacy. And let's put it into perspective as of Jak and Daxter 6, The Forgotten Legacy. And in this game, I would like to show you the concept art of Jak and Daxter 6, The Forgotten Legacy. Well, the concept art in Jak and Daxter 6, The Forgotten Legacy, is a lot more scary, a lot more abandoned, way more than the Jak and Daxter 5 game. It's something that we've never expected to be, and it's a lot more unexpected. and turn it into a way more darker story than Jak and Daxter 5, and a scarier twist. And making it a scarier twist would be something for us to take a look at. And Jak and Daxter 6, The Forgotten Legacy, is a game that's going to be coming out. So be prepared for more information and stay tuned for more updates of Jak and Daxter 6, The Forgotten Legacy. Now let's take a look at the actual teaser concept art for the spin-off game, The Legend of Gal and Maya. As of the teaser concept art for the spin-off game, The Legend of Gal and Maya. So, in the game, Jak and Daxter, the precursor legacy, on top of the Gal and Maya Citadel is alive. Gal and Maya was there to stop Jak and Daxter. But they failed to, and Jak and Daxter beat them. Well, in the spin-off game, The Legend of Gal and Maya, play as the main villains, Gal and Maya. It used to be alive on top of Gal and Maya Citadel, and now it is abandoned, and some things that are not right on top of Gal and Maya Citadel, and some past of the history of Gal and Maya Citadel, why it was there, why did it get built, what was the origins behind Gal and Maya's Citadel. And the origins behind Jak 5, The Revenge of the Dark Makers, is a bit more dark and plotted, twisted, and evil. In Jak 5, The Revenge of the Dark Makers, it is all about Jak and Daxter are possessed by the Dark Makers. The Dark Makers abducted them in their very own dark eco ships, and Jak and Daxter, the mutated Jak and Daxter, both of them are mutated with dark eco, and you gotta fight your way out of the dark eco cargo / ships, and you broke out, you're in outer space, and what do? Well, you have the yellow eco rocket boost. There's a yellow eco rocket boots, which you have. You fly through outer space with your precursian outer space suit. You go back down to Earth in one of the precursor escape pods. You go down on Earth and find some ancient ruins or something to discover a lot of things. In Jak and Daxter 6, The Forgotten Legacy, that game is more focused, and the main focus of Jak and Daxter 6, The Forgotten Legacy, is the Forgotten Legacy, the precursor city, the ruined precursor city. Where did it come from? It's all about a forgotten legacy that has never been answered, and it needs answers, and throughout that whole game, all of those questions will be answered. Where did this ruined precursor city come from, and all of that. In Jak and Daxter 4, The Return of Gal and Maya, the main focus on that game is to take Gal and Maya, they're coming back, and their plan is even bigger, even badder, even the wickedest plan that Jak and Daxter has ever faced before in their lifetime. So now we've taken a look at all concept arts of Jak 4, Jak 5, Jak 6, and the spin-off game, The Legend of Golem Maya. I have a few more headlines I want to put up there for you all to look at. And after those few more headlines, there's one more announcement after that. So, let's take a look at this one here. Please take a look.
Peggy 12.
Step aside, Jack. Let the game player do his stuff. This could have a serious impact on the lady factor.
Play a lot of Jak and Daxter on the PlayStation 5 how much you want, and continue supporting the Jak and Daxter franchise. Keep on supporting it, no matter how much love, no matter how much support you give to the Jak and Daxter franchise, it will always still keep on growing. And the Jak and Daxter franchise will never ever be forgotten and is never off the table. Please take a look for the next headline. There's going to be a brand new band in the works, but it is not lyrics. It is just all about brand new Jak and Daxter theme songs. That's about it. Brand new Jak and Daxter theme songs for all of you to take a listen to with your ears and get the feel of the music and how emotional the music is, or how adventurous the music is, or how catchy the tune is, based on the theme song of Jak and Daxter you are listening to. Like, for example, Jak and Daxter 4, The Return of Gal and Maya's Sacred Hollows, or Jak and Daxter 4, The Return of Gal and Maya, The Icy Citadel, or one more example is Jak and Daxter 4, The Return of Gal and Maya, The Badlands. There's a lot more to discover about Jak and Daxter 4, The Return of Gal and Maya's music, and so much more and beyond, and Jak and Daxter soundtracks, theme songs, and beyond. Now, take a look at this final headline before the final thing I want to show you all for today. Well, as you can see, Jak and Daxter is one of those franchises that is continuing to get a whole lot of love, a whole lot of support, and so much more support and love. And so, for something that has never ever been done before, the origins of the precursors is going to be a animated television show that is going to be coming to Netflix for the very, very first time in Jak and Daxter history. So I am really excited about this happening. And in this Origins of the Precursors Jak and Daxter television show, we know it's coming to Netflix. But there are a lot of things in the television show which are Easter eggs. For you want to take a look at that. Pause the Origins of the Precursors. Like, let's say you took a look at episode 1, Older Precursor Artifacts, and you pause it at the right moment, at the right time. You can see Easter eggs in the episodes. And there are going to be 6 seasons in Jak and Daxter, the Origins of the Precursors, and the Netflix animated television show series. 6 seasons. Which is pretty sweet. Now, you made it, everybody. You made it. Congratulations. You made it to the very end of Jak and Daxter, Legends Never Die, the complete saga. Congratulations, you made it to the very end. So, do you know how I said Jak and Daxter 6, The Forgotten Legacy, is the final game in the Jak and Daxter franchise? Well, there's more. I know. And you're like, there's more? You kidding me? This is what goes on saying? I'm not kidding you. If I was kidding, it wouldn't be real. But I'm not kidding. Alright, everybody. This is only a teaser trailer for you all to take a look at. I know. It's pretty sweet, right? Jak and Daxter 6, The Forgotten Legacy, is not the final game in the Jak and Daxter franchise. There's one more in particular that y'all are going to be super duper excited for. It's not the House of Mar. It's not that other title either. It's something even bigger. Please take a look. And thank you for watching Jak and Daxter, Legends Never Die, the complete saga.